Hello everyone, welcome to the Financial Information channel. In this video, I'm going to explain why the Nasdaq continued to drop on the second day. So let's begin with the video. Keep in mind that I do stock market videos are about how to invest in the stock market and how you can actually manage your money and personal finance. But now let's take a look why the Nasdaq continued to drop today. On the other video, I said that the stocks were going to go up, and actually, after the first hour, I think the stocks continue to go back to their normal levels. Let me show you in the graph so you can get an idea exactly what I mean. And keep in mind that I'm just going to show you the basic information about the graphs. We're not going to go into very technical details, just going to give you the basic idea how some of the stocks have come up after the first hour. First, let's start with the first stock. Let's go to the computer. Now, you can see on the Facebook, look at it began at 145. It had a huge drop at 145 around 10, which is half an hour after the stock market opened. But it has gone up quite a bit, during the day. Even with the huge drop right here, it went up. It closed around 148 and it began at 147. That's weird. So it actually went up today. Let's look for applied materials. It began at 44. It had a huge drop around 42, but as you can see, the line has moved a little bit up throughout the day. Let's look for AMD. Same story, see? It began a little bit low at 1177 and it closed around 1213. Let's look for Autodesk. I know they had a huge quarter. It began at 104, and look at the day. It was positive. Wow, that's really good. Let's look at Amazon. 96. It went down to 948. Wow, that's a really huge drop. It closed around 964, or about $3 less than when it opened. Let's look for Lamb Research. 155, 149, and it closed around 154. So see, after the huge drop during the first hour, most of the stocks have been able to recover. Let's look for another stock, which is OLED, which is Universal Displays. It opened around 121. It went up all the way to, it went down all the way to 113, and it kind of recovered a little bit. Let's look for Micron Technologies. It opened around 30. Well, it went. This one had a positive day. Let's look for FedEx. Even though this FedEx is not on the technology sector, it's on their Nasdaq. 206, 205. Wow, and it's going a little bit high. So this one I think is gonna go up. They're gonna report earnings soon, I believe. And then let's look for what else? Let's look for Google. And the Google stock, it opened 939. It went up to 918. Wow, that's a good price to enter into the stock. And it has continued to rise a little bit after the huge drop. So as you saw in the graphs, you saw that the first 30 minutes to an hour, that's when most stocks that I know actually had a huge drop. And even some of them had a positive day, like for example, like Autodesk. I would be really, really surprised, but I don't expect another drop on Tuesday. However, we have the federal rate hikes this week, so that's gonna, I guess that's gonna throw every stock under, a little bit of volatility because we don't know what to expect. In my opinion, I think they're going to raise the rate interest by 0.25%, but you never know in the stock market. And what do I think about the market sell-off? I do think that the stock market is gonna recover now. Imagine, I think most of the stocks have, at least most of the tech stocks have dropped a huge amount. They have basically lost all the gains that they have done in the last 2 or 3 weeks. That's an unbelievable opportunity, at least for me, to get into the stocks. And keep in mind, one of the things that when you start investing or trading, it's a good idea to wait at least for the first hour to hour and a half when the stock market opens, so you can get an idea how the stock markets is gonna move throughout the day. Usually during the first 90 minutes, you get a lot of volatility in the stock market, and not just today. That happens most of the time. And if you bought shares after the first hour when the stock market opens in the New York Stock Exchange, then congrats, because actually you have a positive day for today, and this thing is gonna carry over at least In my opinion, it's going to carry over for the next 2 weeks, I think. Then they're going to go up a little bit and recover some of that percentage that they have lost in the last 2 days. And keep in mind, some of those stocks that are not in the tech sector but are in their New York Stock Exchange have come down a huge amount. Even with the amazing reports that Ulta had last week or like 2 weeks ago, the stock actually dropped a huge amount in the last 2 days. So I'm going to pay attention to some of the similar stocks that had good earnings during the past month and see where I can get some value on those stocks. Well, that is going to be everything for the video. I just wanted to give you a basic idea and understanding that sometimes, even though you will see a headline or the huge stocks up like Apple, Facebook had another drop, you can see that the reality is a little bit different. And as always, please subscribe to the Financial Information channel if you want to receive more videos about the stock market, how to invest, and personal finance. And I want to thank you once again for watching the video. Have an excellent day and take care, my friends.